Hola, mi llamo Roberto.
Extreme. Kiss my ass. Championship.
I broke my back.
Podcast. All right.
Soy Fiesta.
Who do you think you are?
You absolutely suck.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to WrestleMania.
The greatest wrestling spectacular of all time.
Jam-packed here in Atlantic City for WrestleMania 5 at Trump Plaza.
The stage is set. WrestleMania, the biggest matchup of all time.
Hulk Hogan, the Mega Power, the Ultimate Warrior, Sergeant Slaughter. You could cut the electricity with a knife. It's going to be fast, hot, and furious. Hold on, fasten your seatbelt. It's WrestleMania.
This music makes me want to punch through a wall.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the biggest podcast of 2013, the biggest annual podcast, the second annual WrestleMania Trivia Showdown. Are you the real? Are you the jabroni? It's the face-off, and you're privileged to listen to it.
I believe the official title is hold on. The second annual Extreme Championship Podcast WrestleMania Pre-Show Extravaganza. That's what I texted. That's what I texted my friend. So I'm gonna go with that.
We'll leave it at that. We'll keep it there. That's a strong title.
One of my friends randomly texted me, and I don't even know if they know about this podcast. They were like, "What are you doing? You want to watch the games later?" I said, "No, actually, I'm taping the second annual Extreme Championship Podcast WrestleMania Pre-Show Extravaganza."
That's a strong title. That's a title you put in a Word doc. You definitely bold that. It's in Arial black. You maybe
He didn't
back
text
from it.
back, so he must be impressed.
Yeah, it's because his phone broke. It's pretty clear.
His phone broke from sheer excitement.
Yeah. So maybe you should buy him a new one. Definitely not with the prize or with any type of victory or any type of consolation you'll get from winning this event, because you're certainly going to lose.
Well, it's 1-0. Wait, may I remind you, Weber? It's 1-0, and I have a shiny WrestleMania 1 through 10 anthology DVD set on my shelf, and I have you to thank for that. Well, actually, I have me to thank for that. For winning last year, the first ever annual trivia extravaganza, whatever we're calling it.
Yes.
So
yes.
I propose this year we put the anthologies WrestleMania 11 through 20 on the line.
Jesus Almighty!
That's fine. I accept that. I'm a little disappointed that I didn't get to win the WrestleManias 1 through 10, being my favorite WrestleManias. Certainly, if you're going to compare them up against 11 through 20, and now we're almost at 30. Wow, we're old people. But
well, I can't let you borrow them, but you can come over and watch them if you want.
I did burn them illegally before I sent them to you, so
Excellent.
I have watched them a number of times.
That's why they were open and all sticky.
That unfortunately is why. They were open.
Let's get into
covered
this. I'm jacked up. This is easily my favorite podcast of the year.
I could do this every day. We just do the same questions. All right, let's do it.
Every pay-per-view we'll do a Great American Bash extravaganza trivia.
Yeah, the WCW,
The Hog
names
Wild.
are so bad. All right, so let's break it down a little bit. We have 5 rounds, core rounds for this, and they each have names. And then we also have a bonus round. So each round is just going to be 2 questions. I'm sure we'll go off on a tangent around, in and around the question. But we're going to start things off with round 1.
Yeah. Well, hey. Let's preface this here by saying I also love how we're getting right into it and we're not really beating around the bush. But we have 5 rounds, and if it's tied at the end of the 5 rounds, we have an Ultimate Warrior Raisin Dick Memorial bonus round.
Perfect.
To get to. See, we're going to use that as a tiebreaker. So are we just doing 1 point per question, or should we increase it as the rounds go on, or let's just keep it simple?
Let's just keep it simple.
I agree with that.
Care.
And ladies and gentlemen, this also is going to be a drinking game. So
Awesome.
Play along if you want. you can pick sides here. You can pick either me, myself, or Evan Weber. And if one of us gets the question wrong, you have to take a drink. And we're going to increase the quality. You'll notice that the quality of the questions and actually the names of the rounds increase and get better as the game goes on. So we're going to increase our liquor. So Weber, like you were saying, the first round, we're going to call the Brooklyn Brawler Jabroni round number 1. And I think we have to go like warm Keystones for this one.
Yeah, I think it's only appropriate.
Yeah. Hey, if you guys want to play along too, just get some beers. You know, be honest. If you get a question wrong, you get a drink, because the wrestling gods can tell when you're lying.
Yeah, and you do not want to upset the Ultimate Warrior.
You don't want to upset the wrestling god.
There is no place to run.
Round 1's a warm Keystone. Round 1's maybe some fruit you've been leaving outside in the summer in a bucket, and what's become of that. It's
fermented old fruit.
It's prison booze. It's ways. It's things that aren't street legal potentially, or things that only 14-year-olds drink in the woods that cost $7, and that's it. That's all you get.
All right. So let's get started, shall we?
We shall.
Brooklyn Brawler Jabroni round number 1. WrestleMania trivia has begun.
Upon the examination of the galaxies of space, images begin to appear. Images of strange and powerful forces. But of all the forces in the universe, the two most powerful, Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior, prepare to explode. Champion versus champion. Title for title. It's the ultimate challenge. It's WrestleMania!
All right.
Can you feel the electricity in here, Gorilla?
Feel it in my veins. You can cut it with a knife. The pandemonium.
Cut it with a knife.
I can feel the pandemonium like never before.
Pandemonium.
Oh,
All right. Well, we got to remind you that we are trying to keep the lights on here at Extreme Championship Podcast. So this Brooklyn Brawler Jabroni round 1 is going to be brought to you by ESPN. ESPN. It's America's leading sports network, if you didn't know that already. But you did, because it's ESPN. There's nothing even remotely close to it in terms of sports news and coverage. They've got Monday Night Football, the NBA, Sports Center, and a whole slew of shows with outlandish racial stereotypes yelling nonsense at one another with a loose outline of a scoring system to keep track of who wins the argument. Remember the NHL? You probably don't, because we dropped them in 2003. But that's okay, because you can't get enough of LeBron and Tebow, and honestly, we'll keep feeding them to you whether you like it or not. So just remember, we're ESPN, and we own America. Deal with it.
Yeah, ESPN, big sponsor of the podcast. We're able to say things that they wouldn't because we don't have listeners, and that's kind of how they look at how they censor you and the things that you say. Is that people
they don't care really. It's
streaming
not
audio.
a big deal to them because you're gonna watch regardless.
Right.
All right. Should we get into it, Weber?
Yeah.
I'm going to let you, since you are the esteemed loser, the perennial reigning loser from last year, you can pick whether you want to start or whether you want to go second.
I was just looking through my questions, too, and I'm trying to find the Brooklyn Brawler level jabroni question, and I think it's a challenge. So I know you know your
You didn't
stuff.
arrange your questions beforehand?
No, I know things. I can maybe pull this one on the top of my head just to make it extra easy. But I know that you're such a wrestling aficionado. You know everything. You've seen everything. You've been to all the events. You know it's hard to stump you. So I'm going to give you this one.
None of those are accurate.
All right.
The Brooklyn Brawler Jabroni round.
What rather dense tag team duo made their WrestleMania debut at WrestleMania 5? Rather dense. I mean, particularly stupid and...
Got to be the Bushwhackers.
That's correct.
Awesome. All right.
There you go.
Hopefully, we won't have to take any shots of warm, disgusting booze.
You do not have to drink the...
Wait. Should we do if they get your question right, then you have to drink?
That's fair. So
all right.
That's fair.
Well,
So
All right,
pretty much
drink up.
everyone's. So we're taking a sip of something. You have to do a shot. I guess we can maybe pace it a little bit, but you have to do a shot of hard alcohol if like you get the question wrong so much. But like
or like a good glug of the warm Keystone, like a solid glug.
you have to chew on the orange peel from the bucket out back.
I like it.
All right, so I just took a sip of my. I'm just gonna go ahead and level with you my Bud Light Platinum.
Oh, that's not jabroni level alcohol. That's a tasty beverage right there. Quality American cerveza.
I beg to disagree on that one, but okay. So give it to me. Let's do it.
All right. First question, round one. What was Bam Bam Bigelow's last WrestleMania appearance?
Oh man, I have one that I want to say, but I feel like it's probably wrong.
Remember, it's round one.
WrestleMania 11, Lawrence Taylor.
You get it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You get it. All right, I'm gonna level with you. I'm drinking.
Funny how his last WrestleMania experience was the headlining, like the main
Yeah, I know,
event.
right?
And that was, I was reading on Wikipedia, and I mean, they just culled together the wrestling bloggers, information, stuff like that. That was like voted the worst WrestleMania ever.
Yeah, by far.
Yeah, I guess it probably was. Like what I didn't like is when they started talking about WrestleMania 12, like it was one of the worst WrestleManias ever, and it's like I don't think so. Like that.
Oh, that was a great the
Dude.
Taker versus Diesel and then the Iron Man match. That was
The
awesome.
Hollywood Backlot Brawl.
The
with
Backlot
Piper.
Brawl. Yep.
I mean, come on.
WrestleMania 12 was great. A lot of people don't like 9 either. A lot of people either love it or
9
hate
was
it.
good. No, 9 was good. I'm sorry. They were in a transition period. Okay, so the WWF came of this giant branding, huge national sensation called Hulkamania. Like, let's be realistic. And that was kind of on the tail end of it. And what people looked at is like their buy rates on pay-per-view, the attendance at the arenas, all these different things went way, way down. So they're making way less money. But it's like you have this established thing, and it's just not so easy as a brand of any type of brand, any product, any service to try to just come back after you have something like Hulk Hogan.
Well, the
And
first
that's what they were doing.
WrestleMania without Hogan was actually arguably the best WrestleMania of all time.
Oh,
My
WrestleMania
personal
10?
favorite, WrestleMania 10.
Love it. No, yeah, love it. Absolutely. That's a subject of a few of my questions too. Yeah, I love that WrestleMania.
But then, WrestleMania 11 and then WrestleMania 12, you're getting into like the in your house territory.
Oh,
you
for
know,
sure.
the lost years of the in your house pay-per-views of like the Savio Vegas and the Doinks and
But the point of that, though, I think an interesting thing to think about is Vince McMahon probably said, look, our big show, our WrestleMania is not doing anywhere near the money it was doing. Like the WrestleManias are doing over $1 million.
That was also when he got hit with the whole steroid scandal and the whole World Bodybuilding Federation scandal, and he was in front. They didn't even have WrestleMania 11. It was in Hartford.
Yeah.
Usually they have it in a relatively big arena or a big market, but that was in Hartford, by far the worst WrestleMania location of all time. So I think it definitely said something about the WWF's state of affairs at the time.
Who do you think you are?
It did, and then also like speaks to Vince McMahon's success as a business person and his intuition and his knowledge. Because so they were, I think, from any point of view, he looked at that and we're going down the tank, we're going down the sewer. Like things are not looking good. And then he realized that maybe WrestleMania is not going to get, not going to make us more than $1 million on every buy. It's not going to make us these ratings anymore. But we could probably. It's like what any really good company does. It's like, so we don't have these. You don't have these like mainstream fans who are kind of fair weather fans anymore, but we still have the wrestling fans.
What a maneuver!
And the wrestling fans, like you and I were talking about those WrestleManias that were rated so poorly and that were so kind of thrown off by the mainstream world. Those are a couple of our favorites, right? So then they realize that, and then they start having pay-per-views every month, and like. 1 million people aren't going to buy those pay-per-views, but the hardcore wrestling fans are going to buy them every month. Like I remember going to my dad. I remember this as a kid going, hey, so there's a WWF show tonight. I'd really like to get it. And he's like, what is this, every month now? Like I remember the point in my childhood. Where
Yeah,
my dad
yeah. I
looked at
mean,
me
it
and
used to
said,
be.
What is this,
I think
every month?
It started with the In Your Houses. That's when it started.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because
And
before
he's-
that, it was just King of the Ring, Royal Rumble, all that stuff, and then the In Your Houses came, and then it was Over the Edge and Backlash and Armageddon, and yeah, it's a machine now. I don't know how. As a parent, you can condone buying your kid one of those things every single month. Those things are like $40-$50 now. It's like buying a fight every month.
Yeah, oh no, absolutely. And I remember when we were, or at least when we were that age, and my dad was buying the pay-per-views for us. I think he kind of liked it. It was a bonding time, and I think he got into wrestling. And we went to the shows certainly, and I think it was maybe 1995. Like the In Your Houses were 1995, and then like the big bi-monthly shows like SummerSlam and Survivor Series and WrestleMania and Royal Rumble were like 30, I think. And now like those WrestleMania is 60, I think. I think it's twice as much.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
So. I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised if the small shows are even like 40, 45 now.
Oh yeah, that's all the same.
Anyway. You're gonna be getting this WrestleMania, this upcoming one. We'll get into after the trivia game. We'll talk all about WrestleMania 29 this year.
It's just like there's a thing about getting old, and I don't watch it.
Sitting on your couch and watching WrestleMania and just being like,
which is great. But then there's
watching it alone.
The flip side of that is though, like you only know, like I'm super pumped for the Undertaker match, Brock Lesnar, Triple H, all right, but yeah, in the Rock match, all right, but it's like. There isn't the undercard. Like I'm just not invested in it.
I don't need to see Mark Henry Ryback. I don't really care at all.
No. And that's maybe even should it be the fourth most known match on the card?
Well, that's why you pretty much only buy the WrestleManias nowadays. Maybe the Royal Rumble. I love the Rumble. The SummerSlam, you know what I mean?
Because now they've done like what they did at Raw recently, where they had the throwback Raw. Like the Royal Rumble's been like that for a couple of years. They had Diesel in one of them, and they had
yeah.
You know what I mean?
That throwback Raw was great. We can get into that later too. The retro Raw, that was some good stuff.
Let's go right to round 2.
Should we get back on track?
We should go right to round 2 because.
Aren't we going to do 2 questions per round?
Yes. Oh no, we're gonna do 2. Okay, yeah, all right. Let's do that.
The number 2.
I maybe misunderstood the things that we tossed back and forth on GChat. So let me go ahead and just pull this one from the old nugget
meetings.
Yeah, from our staff meetings.
Our board meeting.
All right. So my second question of round 1, the Brooklyn Brawler Jabroni round.
The Brooklyn Brawler Jabroni round
is. I'm going to make this one so easy because I even think I might have had trouble with the one that I gave you. Okay. Okay. At WrestleMania, which one was this? WrestleMania 18.
Okay.
WrestleMania 18, a former ECW superstar made his WrestleMania debut. I think it might have been his last WrestleMania, but he defeated William Regal for the European Championship. And if this doesn't spark a rant on this guy's future and how the hell he possibly got himself kicked out of the Federation, kicked out of mainstream wrestling in general. So who is the person who beat William Regal, former ECW superstar, at WrestleMania 18 for the European title?
All right. See, I remember you're throwing me off with your. I'm almost 100% positive, but you're throwing me off with the whole outer wrestling thing because I think he was in TNA and everything a pretty long time. But I'm talking. You're talking about Rob Van Dam, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah.
I don't really consider TNA that's a. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Incorrect.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
have
watch
to
it,
consider it though. I mean, there's never going to be. It can never be just WWF has all of the like TNA has a lot of guys. Kurt Angle is still doing his thing, and
I just don't watch it.
Some of the best guys for sure, but it's just such a lame ass product that who's going to watch it?
No, that's true. No, and the only reason I said that is because just trying to give you hints. But
yeah,
man.
No. Yeah, RVD's the man. He was in a bunch of WrestleManias.
Was he really?
Yeah, I think didn't the next one 19 him and Sabu and Dreamer and Sandman fought some new guys.
No, I think
that was
right.
19.
I think that's right.
And then I know didn't he team up with like Kane or something one time.
I don't know. All I know is that guy, and even just watching, because I just watched the highlights of that match with William Regal tonight. Holy shit, was that guy probably the best thing to come around in a long time.
Yeah, RVD was the man.
Entertaining.
He was the man.
I saw him at a dog track in Revere. I saw him at a school in Fall River.
Nice.
Oh my god, yeah. Like when ECW was kind of just.
He was an unbelievable athlete, man. They were like I remember they were like, this was before YouTube when he was getting popular. And I remember there were these videos floating around online of like him doing a split like on like with a foot of his leg on a chair and like nothing in the middle. Like he was just balancing himself with his legs on like two separate chairs, like doing a split. Like he was crazy athletic.
Yeah, his finishing move. So he had the Van Daminator. Like his finishing move was throwing a chair at you and then doing this wild spin kick and putting it through your face. And then that's awesome. And then like even outside, okay, so you can't be extreme.
5-star frog splash.
Yeah, the five-star frog splash. And then towards the end of ECW, he had the Van Terminator, which was he would leap the length of the ring
and drop kick you in the face with
and drop kick a chair into your face. Yeah, and like that.
Shane McMahon actually rocks
yes,
that.
he did. Oh, yes, he did.
He rocks it, man. Shane McMahon is a man. You go and look. I forget what WrestleMania it was where Vince finally fought Hogan. I think it might have been 20.
19. I just watched it actually.
Was it 19?
Yes.
That was. I mean, Vince is jacked, man.
Vince did a leg drop off a ladder.
Shane McMahon are like pretty great athletes, and none of their matches have ever sucked. Like no match that Vince or Shane has ever been in sucked. Like they're both really good wrestlers. They must just from living the business, they just know how to, like without having to actually ever going in and like done a real match, they just know how to go in and put on a good match and execute, and the psychology and everything. It's pretty impressive.
Vince McMahon is the psychology of wrestling. Mm-hmm. He really is. Oh.
All right. I'm going to give you...
you got to give me one.
I'm going to give you one. All right. Last question of the Brooklyn Brawler Jabroni round. Relatively easy. What was The Rock's first ever WrestleMania? Who was it against?
The Rock's first ever WrestleMania was... God damn it, I watched this today. Fuck. Fuck. Give me one sec.
Shot clock.
I know, really. 13.
Need an answer.
13.
It was.
And he fought... I want to say he was like a part of the Nation fighting Ken Shamrock. No, that's not right. He ended up all bloody on the side of the ring. Wasn't it? No.
I'll give it to you since you got 13. The actual.
Let me guess first. You're
not gonna guess it.
Was it the Sultan?
It was the Sultan.
Oh, up in this bitch. And then who was the Sultan's valet?
I think it was the Sheik.
The Iron Sheik.
Wasn't it the Sheik?
It was. No, yeah, absolutely.
the Sheik himself.
No good motherfucker.
And who was the Sultan?
The Sultan was Rikishi Fatu.
He was
Yes.
Rikishi.
Yes. All right. That does it for round one. I think we're both 2 for 2.
Woo!
All right. This is getting testy. We're going to move straight on to round 2, the Scott Hall barely clinging to a razor's edge round.
The Scott Hall barely clinging to a razor's edge round.
Oh man, it almost feels like we're doing something bad here. Pulling up Scott Hall. And let's just talk about like how much I loved Razor Ramon when I was a kid.
Oh my god.
It's the best.
Well, what I think was it WrestleMania 18 where Austin fought Scott Hall?
WrestleMania 18?
X8?
No.
Yeah, it was.
No way. Austin fought Scott Hall?
Austin fought Scott Hall. Scott Hall and Nash and Hogan were all back in, and they were doing the NWO thing.
No.
Yeah. Austin fought Scott Hall. Yeah, Kevin. It was awesome. And Scott Hall, like, he took 2 stunners, and the first one, he got, like, right back up, and the second one, he literally, like, bounced on his knees and, like, jumped up as high as he could go, like a total, like, Ric Flair move. Yeah, man, I remember it like it was.
Oh, my God. Yes, he did.
Because that was a great WrestleMania. That was the Rock Hogan one.
Yes.
Which was
somehow I missed this one when I was like...
Epic.
How did I not even see that? I watched the
X8 was great. X8 was a good one.
Yeah, it was Undertaker Undertaker Ric Flair.
It was at the Sky Dome, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Take versus Flair, I believe.
Yep. No, that's right. This is a good one.
Yeah.
How did I miss this?
I don't know. All right. Well,
anyways,
you want me to give it to you? You want to switch it up round to round? I'll go first this round.
Yeah.
All right. So now questions are going to get a little harder in the Scott Hall barely clinging to a razor's edge round, and the drinking is going to get a little bit better quality because we got to give it up to our man Scott Hall. So I'm going to move on to a nice frosty Coors Light and maybe wash it down with some Jim Beam.
In reality, we should probably scale things a way bit back.
We probably should. We should
Hall
probably
round.
actually have some like crack lined out.
No, you should probably have some mouthwash.
Freebase a little bit.
Probably have some scope.
Some scope. All right, yeah, I guess you're right. Not really too much of a step up from. All right, I'll put the Jim Beam away and I'll spit in my Coors Light. How about that?
That works.
All right. Now we all know that WrestleMania 9 was the first ever outdoor WrestleMania. Weber, what was the second?
The one in Houston. WrestleMania 20?
Dead wrong. Second outdoor WrestleMania was WrestleMania 19 at Safeco Field in Seattle.
I hate myself.
All right, drink,
Houston?
buddy. So that's the first one.
That is the one I was thinking about.
At least we both cleaned out the Brooklyn Brawler Jabroni round one. That would have been embarrassing if one of us got one of the questions wrong.
No, but that is the WrestleMania I was thinking about, for sure. I was watching clips today. There was a match. I think it was Undertaker versus Big Show and Batista.
And Prince Albert.
Yeah, and Batista like came out with like warm-ups on, like he wasn't supposed to be. It's like, I'm not scheduled tonight, but I'm come out and kick some ass either way, just like,
that wasn't Batista.
for the fans.
That wasn't Batista.
Who was it?
It was some random guy. I don't even know what his name was. It was like Brian James or something like that.
I feel as though that's inaccurate.
It was supposed to be he was going to be like the Undertaker's protege, and then he ended up like retiring, and no one ever heard from him again.
There was those weird years where the Undertaker rode a Harley to the ring.
Yeah. The American Badass. Watch me flex.
I much prefer the Doom evil Undertaker.
The Dead Man.
The Dead Man, yeah.
All right.
Well, let me give you something real nice. What match did our friend, the Iron Sheik, the Sheiky Baby himself, participate in during WrestleMania 2?
Oh, man. I don't know if I'm going to get this. Was it a tag team match?
It was it was more than a singles match. I'll tell you that.
Ooh, all right. Little bit of a hint. I don't think I'm going to get this, dude. I just don't think WrestleMania 2 wasn't a big one for me. Not the biggest fan. I like the cage match.
Couldn't be. It really wasn't a big one for anyone.
It's just so
one.
like spread out. I don't know, because there were 3 different cards. I don't even remember. I'm trying to think like when he fought after.
He tapered off pretty quick. I mean, like he came back as a valet. We talked about with like.
Oh, was it some battle royal?
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
What was the question?
What match did he participate in? That's it.
Oh, it was. So I got it.
You got it right.
Ah.
I kind of gave that to you too, because you said was it tag team match?
Yeah, you're right.
Whatever.
Well, it is still the Scott Hall barely clinging to a razor's edge round. So,
but I can tell you though, it was the WWF versus the NFL Battle Royal.
Oh, with Fridge.
Yeah, but it wasn't exactly the WWF versus the NFL. It was. I mean, like the last 3 were Andre and the Hart Foundation, and then Andre just threw out Neidhart and Bret Hart.
And the Fridge got thrown out by Big John Studd, and then Fridge threw him out.
Yep, exactly. They pulled him out. Exactly.
Nice. All right.
Big John Studd, man, he was around back then.
Yeah, he was a good dude.
I'll cling to those WrestleManias for the name,
All right. Moving on.
Go.
Question number 2 of the second round for you.
Okay.
Who was the referee that counted the pinfall in the main event of WrestleMania 15, which was Rock versus Austin?
Mick Foley.
You are correct, sir.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That was a weird one. Wasn't it like Vince for a while? And then like all the stuff where like someone's a commissioner and someone's like the general manager of Raw and all this stuff.
Michaels might have been the commissioner at that point.
Yes, that's right. He came out and told Vince McMahon the corporation's not allowed at ringside.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I can see, even though you're down after 2 rounds, I can see this is going to be a back and forth slugfest between 2 heavyweights.
You can cut it with a knife.
Yep. All right. Before we get to round 3, I just want to say that this round 3 is also brought to you by ESPN. Just wanted to make sure you didn't forget. We've also got ESPN.com, ESPN Fantasy Sports, and ESPN Mobile. So we're always right by your side.
Real quick, don't forget ESPN.
Whether you're at work, in the car, or you just finished having sex with your girlfriend. Don't forget what?
I was just going to say, don't forget about ESPNU.
ESPNU. Yep. So all around, ESPN. Suck it. And
if you're talking about when you just finished having sex with your girlfriend, let's talk about the ESPN Score Center.
Probably a good 67% of ESPN's traffic.
Let's talk about the ESPN Score Center app.
Yeah.
Because that's
I'm more of a I'll check my fantasy baseball or something.
ESPN. Pussies cuddle, real men reach for the Score Center app.
Don't be a pussy. Score Center. Deal with it, America. All right, this round 3. Now, we're going to have to significantly step up the alcohol for this one because we're talking about the Mr. Perfect honorary intercontinental title mid-card peak round.
The Mr. Perfect honorary intercontinental title mid-card peak round.
Man, we're talking Kurt Hennig. We're talking one of the studs, too. I almost feel like we're doing him a disservice by calling him the mid-card.
But he really did. Greatest of all time, never to be champion, him and Andre.
For sure. I can't believe Andre. That's a different conversation altogether. But, like, Mr. Perfect, he was around for a while, and he was good. I mean, like,
he was unbelievable.
Perfect. He's perfect for this round.
Those matches he had with Hart, for the IC title.
Yeah.
Those matches he had with Texas Tornado for the IC title. Good stuff, man.
Texas Tornado, man. There's another one.
Kerry Von Erich.
All right.
Okay. I'll let you go first this round.
All right. Let's see. Man, this is so tough.
Yeah, questions are gonna get a little bit harder.
Most of mine are
stepping it up. It's Mr. Perfect. No gimmies.
This might be the easiest question.
Your unpreparedness is just causing me more time editing.
I'm not What is the subtitle of WrestleMania 5? So, like, they have, the
Mega Powers collide.
Wrong.
Explode. Damn it!
You're right.
The Mega Powers explode? Come on.
Yes, it really is. Drink, motherfucker.
Oh, that's fucking bullshit. I had that.
You didn't, though.
Son of a bitch.
The Mega Power!
All right, I'm getting real specific with these from now on. You're going to be a dick.
All right.
Just letting you know I moved up to Heineken and I broke open the Jim Beam. So I'm going to do a little
up to Heineken.
Irish shot right here.
Oh, yeah.
Little single-serving Boilermaker, if you will. All right. Question 1 of the Mr. Perfect honorary intercontinental title mid-card peak round. Including this year's WrestleMania, this upcoming WrestleMania that we're going to talk about later. How many have taken place in New York or New Jersey?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck!
I know 1 through 10.
It's getting intense in here. You can cut the electricity with a knife. Including this year's WrestleMania.
5.
How many? Wrong, sir.
What is it?
See, that I said including this year's.
Yeah, no, I thought this year's too. I might have missed one between. So I have WrestleMania 1. I have WrestleMania's 4 and 5.
Yeah, you missed 2.
I have WrestleMania.
Missed 2.
Oh, fuck. WrestleMania 2. Fuck. Okay, so what I had was 1, 4, 5, and 10, and then this year.
And 20.
That was New Jersey. That was the Meadowlands.
No, that was Madison Square Garden. They had like a New York like set in the they walked out of and stuff. It was like
so
WrestleMania New York,
7.
like extra large or something.
Answer is 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
7 is the answer. All right. So I am still up by 1, I believe.
Yeah. Well, I think it's gonna be so close that we can just kind of. We don't need to know what the actual score is. We can just go
tally it up at the end.
Yeah.
All right.
You're up by 1 now. All right. So let me give you a question.
Well, okay. Let's keep score like that. How about that? So I have 4 and you have 3, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 4-3.
You got it. Let's see.
The Mega Powers explode.
Man, I don't know. I feel like my questions are easy.
You came into this like bragging about how much research you did.
I did a lot
How
of
you're gonna
research.
whoop my ass.
All right.
I'm gonna enjoy. I'm gonna walk over and carve out a spot right now on my bookshelf for that DVD pack.
Question number 2 for the Scott Hall cocaine drug addict dead tomorrow round.
No, we're in Mr. Perfect honorary.
Same story. WrestleMania 4 kicked off with a battle royal. Won by who?
Ooh, Bad News Brown.
Fucking right.
Yeah, boy.
Damn it.
Awesome.
That took a little bit to register in the old noggin. WrestleMania 4 was one of my favorites.
It's one of the best for sure.
It really is. I love the tournament. I loved the whole tournament. I loved having it at the Trump in Atlantic City. I loved Macho winning the title. It was all just great stuff.
Yeah, it was good. The WrestleMania 5 in the Trump Plaza didn't get to where that was.
No,
Where 4
WrestleMania
was.
5 wasn't quite on the same level.
No.
I think that the tournament was great.
I think I said it
Added
to you
a whole new
earlier.
dimension.
The in WrestleMania 5, the match between DiBiase and Beefcake was just so good. It was like Ted DiBiase at his best. And just like like he was pissed off. He's like, want to put on a
Wow,
show.
there's another participant for greatest ever to never win the world title.
Oh, for sure.
Perfect, Andre, and DiBiase. Man, that's a trio of amazing heels right there. Money. All right. Question for you, sir.
Okay.
So now it's 5-3.
Mm-hmm.
You're ups. Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov fought the Killer Bees at WrestleMania 3. Who won and why?
Jesus Christ.
See, I feel being a big Sheik fan, you would have known this. I maybe should have put this in the later round.
That's a tough one. That is such a tough one. Okay, let's see. Okay, so it's the Bolsheviks. versus the
No, it's
Killer
Iron
Bees.
Sheik and Volkov.
That's what wasn't that what they? Oh no, that was okay. So different group. I watched this today.
The Iranian and the Russian. See, I watched it today too. That's why I.
Oh
that's why
fuck!
picked
I know it.
You do.
Yep.
I know you know it.
I know it. Fucking Hacksaw
You
came
probably
out
watched this. Yeah.
and whacked them. He whacked.
He whacked him.
He whacked the somewhat either Iron Sheik or Nikolai Volkov, and then it was disqualification.
You got it, sir.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
5-4.
I feel
We're
like
moving
Hacksaw.
on. We're moving on to
let's maybe not move on so quickly. I feel like
What's that?
Hacksaw Jim Duggan was a big part of these early WrestleManias in
He was.
absolutely non-consequential anything. Like
Another
never a title match.
great trivia question. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, winner of the first ever Royal Rumble, I believe.
Was he really?
I believe so.
Shit. And then I think Hogan won like the next 10.
Yeah, the next 20. What do you say, since we're moving into the championship rounds, we have a championship shot?
Sure,
For
yeah.
good luck.
Wait, did I are we done with this round?
We are.
Okay.
It's 5-4. And I'm about to take a shot of whiskey. So, moving on to the fourth round, the championship rounds here. The Macho Man Randy Savage cocaine heart attack round, number 4.
The Macho Man Randy Savage cocaine heart attack round.
I mean, let's be realistic. Macho Man Randy Savage was driving down the interstate in Florida and had a crazy cocaine heart attack that caused him to drive a Jeep over 7 lanes of highway and into a tree.
That's true. It could have been steroid-induced heart attack, or it could have been anything, you know. Could have
I'm
been.
sure it was anything other than being the Macho Man. Ooh,
Yeah.
I can feel it in my veins, and I talk to you, Hulk Hogan.
Feel the electricity, yeah.
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in. The cream of the crop. Nobody does it better.
That was the most jacked
But,
up
I mean,
on drugs
a
person
legend,
ever.
possibly my favorite superstar of all time.
Oh, no question. That match with him and Steamboat in WrestleMania 3 is probably the best WrestleMania match.
Probably one of the best matches ever.
It was just so money.
Classic. And with that, I feel the need to do a shot.
Right. We already said we were going to do one, and we didn't do it, so let's do it.
Yep.
Cheer.
Out to Mr. Perfect and Mach. You're my boy, Blue. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Question 1, round number 4. Macho mean. Ooh, yeah. There have been 2 Hell in a Cell matches ever at WrestleMania. Name them for me, Evan Weber.
Fuck. All right. One of them is Bossman versus Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The second one is...
Don't be looking online now.
I'm not. No, that's when I know I'm not touching the mouse. Shit. I don't think I know.
It's right under your nose.
The first one was when they hung the boss man. That's funny. It's very funny.
Or they crucified Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah, why not? The whole corporate ministry. Like I have a note.
Corporate ministry.
I have a note in my questions that says specifically things begun to get strange. This is WrestleMania 17 era. Things began to get strange. Attitude Era started to fade. Vince's fling with Trish Stratus. Divorcing Linda. Shane bought WCW. Things got really weird.
Stephanie was
turned into a soap opera with the
instead
McMahon
Triple
family.
H drugged her up and married her instead.
Yes. Okay, so let me try to get the other Hell in the Cell.
Remember?
I actually
oh my
don't-
God!
I have
What was
no
the
idea.
name of like the chick that Kane used to like have sex with when he was a kid and like burned her and like
Oh.
Katie Vick or something like that?
Yeah, that sounds about
Was
right.
it Katie Vick?
There was so much weird stuff that happened.
So many angles that they would just roll with for a couple of months and then just like never talk about again.
Yeah.
Big Show's dad having cancer. Boss man,
Not
like
funny, but
hooking up the casket to his car and driving away at the funeral. Oh
right.
God,
I
who wrote
actually-
that? It was like a bad soap opera. Oh,
it
it's
was
so
a bad
funny.
one. I actually have no idea the other Hell in a Cell. I could try to guess.
It's right under your nose, dude.
Fuck. Kane Undertaker. I don't know.
Nope. It was last year, bro.
Oh.
Triple H take HBK.
Oh,
Guest
shit.
ref.
I didn't watch that.
You didn't? Yeah, you did. We were talking about it.
Yeah, I guess I did.
You fucking liar.
I didn't actually watch the pay-per-view. I knew that I was aware of the results.
You
Jeez.
told me that you watched the pay-per-view.
I must have fibbed.
You must have. Or I must be remembering incorrectly. Well, anyway, you still have 4, my friend.
Alrighty. Here we go. WrestleMania 13 featured a 6-man tag team match that pitted Yokozuna, Jake Roberts, and Ahmed Johnson, one of my favorites that didn't stick around too long, against the
Excellent.
team entitled Camp Cornette. Okay, so they wrestled
Ooh.
a team called Camp Cornette. Who are the 3 members of Camp Cornette?
I remember Camp Cornette being. I remember Camp Cornette. I don't remember who was in it. So it was Yokozuna, Ahmed Johnson,
And Jake Roberts versus
Jake
3 other guys.
Roberts. This is 13, you said?
Yeah. So this is 97.
I have no idea, man.
I'll give you a
have
hint.
no idea.
I'll give you a hint. 2 of them are Heart Foundation guys.
All right, so Neidhart.
No. Heart
Bret
Foundation guys like in 97 when they blew it up a little bit.
Oh. Pillman.
No. All right. So you got it
wrong.
wrong. And the answer is Vader, Owen, and British Bulldog.
What?
Yeah.
Crap.
Come on. Owen and British Bulldog were
It's WrestleMania
gimmies.
13, dude. That was WrestleMania 12.
No, it was 13.
It was 12.
Was it really?
Yes.
Wait.
I propose this question be stricken from the game.
Wait, are you sure?
I'm positive.
Fuck. I
remember Vader being at WrestleMania 12. He wasn't at WrestleMania 13.
Hang on. I'm just gonna confirm.
It's really unbro-like, bro.
Oh, it's so. You're right though. Fuck. I fucked that up.
What makes you the authority, bro?
I can only do research so well while I'm trying to work and put bread on the table for my family. Sick of this. All right.
For your one girlfriend?
No, my family, my family with 3 kids and 2 wives. All right. Let's see.
3 kids and 2 wives.
One that I've divorced. I was with a while back. All right. WrestleMania 4. Name the opponents the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase defeated prior to losing to Randy Savage in the tournament title match.
All right. I just looked at this bracket today, but oh man, fuck.
Such a tough one.
Shit. He defeated. I know who Mach defeated. I know Mach defeated One Man Gang. I believe that Ted DiBiase defeated. No, Greg Valentine. Let me just go over this for a second. Greg Valentine.
Yeah, I'll let you Google it on Wikipedia. Yeah,
go fuck yourself.
Go for it.
Greg Valentine fought Steamboat, but I think then Savage beat Valentine, and then Savage beat One Man Gang. Right? I know DiBiase had a bye.
He did.
But you said he still defeated 2 people on his way.
He did.
Oh man, I'm gonna go with Don Morocco because I know Don Morocco beat Dino Bravo in the first round. And the second one, I don't know, man. I don't know. No, not Warrior. I don't know. I'm not gonna get it.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Oh!
Ho!
Damn it!
So I'm looking at this right now too, though, because defeated Jim Duggan. I feel like there should be. Well, that makes sense.
Well, I got it wrong anyway. All right, so we're still 5
You were right,
4,
though.
right?
That Don Morocco we definitely defeated.
Yeah, Don Morocco, I know that. All right, Hacksaw, you son of a bitch.
Because he's always there, and he's always not doing anything other than jobbing.
Agreed.
So true.
Career mid-card jobber.
Oh my god, at best.
All right, so your second question in round number 4. The score now is 5-4. Me. Who got their head shaved at WrestleMania 20? Double X.
So fucking hate you for these WrestleMania 20 things that I don't remember. Oh man. Oh, I have no fucking idea.
I thought you said you just watched this one.
WrestleMania 20?
Yeah.
No.
Oh no, this was the New York one that you didn't. Yeah.
Fuck.
You're not gonna get this one.
Can you give me the year?
No, but I can Google it. Honestly, it was probably in 2006, 2004.
Ugh, I have no
All right,
idea.
it's 29 now.
I don't know, Vince.
Nope.
Who was
You're gonna fucking hate me. It was Molly Holly.
I actually hate you. That is not a round appropriate question. That's a bunch of fucking bullshit.
Dude, we're in the championship rounds right here.
No, we're in 4.
We're in the championship rounds.
All right, fine. I have a question for you then.
Yeah,
Or am I
is
already
this
done?
bringing back Matt Bourne flashbacks?
Yeah, it might be.
Who is the only wrestler to appear at both WrestleMania 1 and WrestleMania 10?
Ooh, Bam Bam. No.
No.
Bret Hart.
No.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I have no clue.
It's actually Matt Bourne, who appeared
you.
in
What the
WrestleMania
fuck
1
is that?
and lost to Ricky Steamboat.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
And then WrestleMania 10, he appeared as Doink the Clown and tagged with
fuck
Dink
you. Go
and
fuck
lost
yourself.
to Bam Bam and Luna.
I'm gonna destroy you with this next question.
You absolutely suck!
All right, let me give you a disgusting question here. Let's see. Let's see. I might actually give you an easy one.
On the curtails of the Molly Holly question, you're going to give me an easy one in round 4.
All right. In WrestleMania 8, the double main event match that pitted Sid Justice against Hulk Hogan ended in a gaffe. When Justice was disqualified after manager Harvey Whippleman intervened.
Whippleman.
What was supposed to happen?
Oh, shit.
To end that match? Like, what was scripted to end that match?
I don't know, man. Fuck. I know that at that one, the original plan was going to, was Hogan versus Flair.
That's right.
That was supposed to be the match.
That's right. That's right. But I mean, like, there was a plan, like, once they established that it was Sid versus Hogan. Why did the Flair Hogan get thrown off, though? I never really
was that the answer to the question?
No, he didn't answer the question.
Okay.
I'm talking about, like, once there was a Hogan match, like, there was a finish planned, and it didn't happen.
Yeah, shit. I mean, dude, fuck.
It was probably the hardest
honestly,
question.
this is one of the WrestleManias that everyone loves, and one of my least favorite.
You have to be kidding me that you don't like the Piper Bret Hart match. Might be WrestleMania.
That's a great match. That's a great match.
Shawn Michaels this is the first WrestleMania where Shawn Michaels came into his own. I think he fought Tito Santana.
He fought Tito.
Yes.
The Mexican dog shit.
Yeah. The no dick raisin shit.
Tito Santana is a Mexican. He's okay. Better than nothing.
No one likes Tito
The
Santana.
taco nothing.
Let's be honest here. No one enjoys a Tito Santana match.
As a child, I didn't exactly.
I don't know, man. I don't know what the finish was supposed to be. I'm gonna guess that Hogan versus Sid Justice. I'm gonna guess Flair was supposed to come out, but he didn't or something.
So the finish was actually supposed to be Papa Shango coming out and disrupting the pin that Hogan had on Sid Justice, but Papa Shango missed his cue and came out way late. So Sid Justice kicked out of the leg drop. And Papa Shango ended up coming out, but it was like total clusterfuck. If you watch it, you can see it too. And then Warrior came out, just started fucking labeling people, and then like it ended up like the end of the show was just Hogan and Warrior flexing in the ring with fireworks. And that was it.
Well,
yep.
I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that. So Papa Shango did come out, but he came out late, huh?
Yeah, he just missed his cue to come out. That's why I think this might be the funniest one. He was supposed to come out.
I just remember it was in such a weird like arena too, and it looked like it was daylight out. It was just I don't know.
It was a good one. It was like it was in Indy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pontiac Silverdome.
No, that's
wait.
Detroit.
I don't know.
It was in the Indy, like wherever the Colts play, I think.
Lucas Oil Stadium.
I'm sure that's not what it was called then.
All right, dude.
All right, so where are we at? Still 6 to
5 to 4.
6 to 5.
Damn it! No, 5 to 4.
Oh, all right.
Well, we were both 0 for 2 in the Macho Man Randy Savage cocaine heart attack round, so we got to drink twice, bro.
All right, bro.
What's up, bro?
I think the funniest thing about this podcast is that we both have girlfriends.
Yeah, mine's coming home right now, and she's gonna come right in when we're in the middle of the final round, and the tension. You can cut it with a knife, and she's gonna laugh hysterically.
It's what the world. It's what the world is watching.
What the world is watching.
It's what the world is watching.
That is the tagline for WrestleMania 4. In the, I'm looking at this on Wikipedia right now. It's a 4-hour spectacular, is what it's billed as. And the pictures, like the pictures of the cover of Andre and Hogan. Hogan looks like he's literally never stopped taking steroids since he was born. Like his chest, like his individual chest muscles are fighting each other for space. Like he is just absolutely heart about to explode from
his forehead
from
is fighting his eyebrows.
And Andre's just like, I am such a big man.
Can you name me the tagline for WrestleMania 6? That's the one we're at the beginning in the intro. We'll play it right now.
No, I can't.
There are many constellations in the sky.
It's like champion versus champion or champion.
The ultimate challenge.
Yeah. Oh, the ultimate.
It's the ultimate challenge. It's Hulk Hogan. It's the Ultimate Warrior.
It's the ultimate challenge. It's WrestleMania.
So good.
Can you name the WrestleMania 7 tagline?
It's like blood, guts, and glory, like red, white, and blue, glory type of thing.
I thought it was Stars and Stripes Forever.
It's Superstars and Stripes Forever. That's what it is.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Well, we should have put these in the Ultimate
I have
Warrior
that. I have a
Raising
question.
Dick Memorial.
I have a question that touches on the themes.
Do you? Man, the world's largest toga party.
Yeah, that's the best one.
All right.
You can't
Okay.
touch that.
So we are moving on to the final round. This is going to decide all humanity as we know it. It's going to decide this trivia game, and it's going to decide who gets a nice brand new copy of the WrestleMania 11 through 20 anthology. I am already a recipient of the 1 through 10 anthology, or as I like to call it, the I through X anthology, because I won last year. So this is decides all the marbles right here. And if you want any shred of pride going into next year's WrestleMania Extravaganza, Weber, you better get some answers quick in this final round.
Okay.
All right. By the way, this is the Supreme. We're moving on to top shelf booze here. This is the Stone Cold Hulkamania Undertaker HBK Supreme Iron Sheik Class Bubba final round.
The Stone Cold Hulkamania Undertaker HBK Supreme Iron Sheik Class Bubba final round.
And before we go on, we just want to acknowledge one of our certainly very valued sponsors, Groupon. Want to go rock climbing? Nah, and no one else does either. That's why you can save up to 70% on rock climbing, trapeze artist lessons, and other weird shit no one's ever bought with Groupon. Once in a while, Groupon might send you a coupon for half off that pizza place you kind of hate, but would buy from if you had a half off coupon. But most of the time, you'll get deals on things like family portrait packages, Micro Talk two-way radios, Baby Fanatic NFL pre-walk shoes, and other things no email could ever persuade you to buy. Groupon? Really? Thanks, Groupon.
Excellent. No better sponsor to sponsor this final round than Groupon, really.
It's one of our favorites.
Love me some salsa dancing classes.
So a lot of rock climbing.
A lot of rock climbing, a lot of laser hair removal.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Okay.
All
So
right,
I'm gonna come
man.
at you very
The
hard.
championship round right here.
WrestleMania 3. Danny Davis and the Hart Foundation squared off against Tito Santana and the British Bulldogs. Which wrestler made the pinfall to secure the victory?
All right. This was WrestleMania 3,
Yes.
and it was the Hart Foundation and Tito Santana.
Hart Foundation and Danny Davis versus Tito Santana and the British Bulldogs.
Oh, man. I am going to guess Davey Boy Smith.
Incorrect.
Ah!
Danny Davis hit Davey Boy Smith with Jimmy Hart's megaphone for the win.
What a maneuver!
Who the fuck is Danny Davis?
Are you real? He was a wrestler and then he was like with Hart Foundation back then, like the late 80s.
Danny
The
Davis?
late 80s. Yeah, Danny Davis. He was a ref and then he started but that was when Hart Foundation they were heels. He was like the scrub ref who like sided by them.
Danny Davis.
We're talking back when Hart Foundation had light blue trunks.
Heart attack?
Yeah, way back then.
All right. Name the last casket match to take place at a WrestleMania. The last casket match.
Shit. Oh man, I have no idea. I think it was Undertaker Boss Man I think it was called a coffin match, and it was sometime before he hung him in the steel cage.
No, sir. WrestleMania 22 versus Mark Henry.
See, that's beyond me. I have no idea what happened beyond WrestleMania 2020, pretty much.
I thought you were doing your research today.
I tried to, but I had to do work too. I'm trying to put breadcrumbs on the table for my kids.
All right, well, next time we'll just do pre-WrestleMania 20 questions, all right?
No, I don't know. I guess we could plan it out. Fuck.
I just love that you didn't even know the one from last year.
I didn't watch the one from last year, Shane.
Well, you told me you did. I wouldn't
So
have put
sick
the
of
question
this.
in if I knew you didn't. All right, you gotta drink. You gotta take a drink for that.
I just did.
God awful answer.
Just did. Take a shot.
All right.
All right.
Still 5-4. We're at a stalemate, sir.
All right. This
No
might
one's
be
gotten a question right since the Mr. Perfect honorary intercontinental title mid-card peak round.
This might be the easiest question you get, but it might be the hardest one too. What was illegal about Randy Savage's win over George the Animal Steele in WrestleMania 2?
George Steele bit off the turnbuckle and Savage slammed him in the turnbuckle, right?
Wrong.
What?
What was illegal about Randy Savage's win over George the Animal Steele in WrestleMania 2? He had his foot on the ropes, you dingus.
Some bad.
That's why I said it might be the easiest question.
I didn't like 2, man. I told you I'm not a big 2 fanatic.
Me neither, man. Here's a bonus question that we can maybe just talk on. What were the 3 cities, and what were the main
events?
Yeah.
All right. New York was the Battle Royal.
Okay.
Chicago
That's right.
was the Mr. T Roddy Piper boxing match.
Yep.
And then LA was the King Kong Bundy Hogan steel cage match.
Something makes me want to say that the Battle Royal was in Chicago too to open it up.
You could be because the fridge is from Chicago. Yeah, that would have been in Chicago.
Yeah. But then in New York there was like maybe the Savage match. What did he?
I thought New York was
New York
versus
was
Piper in
probably
the boxing match.
No, Chicago was definitely T because he's the sell side. What is
I'm
it?
looking at it right now. T versus Roddy Piper was in New York.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Oh, the Battle Royal. That wasn't even the main event, though. The main event in Chicago was the British Bulldogs with Ozzy Osbourne and Lou Albano versus Greg Valentine and Brutus Beefcake.
They did
with
a
Ozzy
lot of
Osbourne.
they did a lot of like peppering in celebrities in the early years.
So great. I mean, they still kind of do. I was watching the highlights of WrestleMania 11, and when Jenny McCarthy awkwardly walks out on Shawn Michaels' arm, she actually looked like she was kind of into it. But then Diesel walked out with Pam Anderson, and Pam Anderson just looks like she does not want to be there.
She's like,
really
what the
funny.
fuck?
And not to mention, it was in Hartford. So they flew like Jenny and Pam from LA into Hartford, and it's just you can tell she does not want to be there. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, that is funny.
Okay. Second question for you in the Stone Cold Hulkamania Undertaker HBK Supreme Iron Sheik Class Bubba final round.
So we're still at the same. Like I'm one behind
5-4.
Yeah.
So you better hope I don't get this. Or you have to get this. But I think we should make the Ultimate Warrior Raisin Dick Memorial bonus round worth 2 points. So you have a chance to come back.
Okay.
Okay. What was the co-main event in WrestleMania 2000? The match right before the 4-way title match.
Man, I just watched.
Do I hear a mouse click?
No, that's my chair.
just
No, I just watched this. Shit.
Just watched it, huh?
Yeah, it was Undertaker and.
I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
It wasn't Undertaker.
It wasn't Undertaker. Okay.
No. Trying to give you a chance to claw back in it so we can make this podcast entertaining for the masses. I don't know if the Undertaker was in that WrestleMania.
No, he wasn't. That was one of my questions that I didn't ask. There's only been 2 since he started that he missed, and it was WrestleMania 10 because he had a groin injury, and that's real. And that one.
That's real.
And that one.
Wait, which one did he have? He had the groin injury?
In WrestleMania 10.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. He
and
wasn't
then that
in 10.
one, I don't know why he wasn't in that one. I can't remember.
So, do you have an answer, sir?
I would say the co-main event at WrestleMania 2000.
The match right before the title match. I'll give you another hit because I want to make this entertaining. Mm-hmm. And I'm so jacked up for WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. It was a tag match.
Oh, fuck. I saw this. Okay. It was DX.
Be specific, please.
It was the whittled down shell of DX, right? X-Pac and Road Dogg. That's right. Tell me if that's right or it's not right.
You got it.
And they fought Kane. Rikishi.
Awesome. I don't know if you looked it up or I gave you too many hints, but you got it, you son of a bitch.
I didn't look it up, you dingus.
I just want to keep it level, Weber.
I literally just watched
on the level.
Like, you don't look your shit up. I didn't look my shit up.
I don't look my shit up. Come on, man. You tried to give me a bum question earlier. All right,
wait,
it's tied
what?
up, bro.
Give me a bum question.
You gave me a bum
the WrestleMania
question?
one? No, that didn't mean to. Definitely didn't mean to.
All right. I believe I have one more. Take it away, Weber. It's tied up now. This is for the game.
Okay.
Then we move on to the bonus round. But
Let's do it. Give me what you got.
no. You got to ask me the question.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see.
I'm still on the WrestleMania 2000 Wikipedia page. From that question I just asked you, and there was a battle royal, and there's a little asterisk next to the battle royal, and it says the other participants in the match were Joey Abs, Rodney, Pete Gas, Takamichi Noku, Funaki,
Taz,
Anger Mosh, Farouk. It's Taz. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, I've seen that. For the hardcore title, there's a lot of
Joey Abs, bro.
There's a lot of good comedy when you talk about the hardcore title.
The hardcore title. I forget which WrestleMania it was, but the one where like Maven fought Goldust, and then
Maven.
It was when the hardcore title was being defended 24/7, and like 7 people wound up winning the hardcore title that night and losing it. I know the Hurricane won it, and then I think Christian won it, and then Maven won it back from him right as Christian was trying to get into a taxi and leave.
There's always like these back street type of scenes where you're trying to like catch a cab out of town.
Maven, winner of the first ever. What was the name of that show? Tough Enough.
Yeah. Wait,
Yep.
no, Maven? No, Maven was Mabel from Men on a Mission.
Oh, Maven, bro, get the hell out of here.
Wait, Maven wasn't?
You deserve to lose this game. Maven was the winner of Tough Enough. You're thinking of Big Vis.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Get out of here.
Here's your question, motherfucker. Who pinned Mr. Perfect at WrestleMania 6 to end his televised match undefeated streak? Never lost on television until WrestleMania 6.
I can't believe you put this question in the final round. This is supposed to be the championship round. Mr. Perfect, his manager, got his head shaved afterwards because Brutus Beefcake secured the pin.
All right, yeah, that was what I had left. I don't know. I didn't know that.
Awesome. Well, victorious again, sir.
Why don't you double or nothing on the Ultimate Warrior Raisin Dick 0 balls round?
0 balls. Okay. The memorial. I love how we call it the memorial, like he's dead. He's very active on Twitter.
He's an ultra psychotic conservative politician.
He literally thinks he's a comic book.
I mean, he is.
All right, it's tied up. Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
I'm gonna go first.
The Ultimate Warrior Raisin Dick Memorial Double or Nothing bonus round.
Okay.
This might be another softball, but fuck it, I'll do it. Okay, WrestleMania 7 in 1991. This is during the first Iraq War, the conflict. WrestleMania 7 moved from the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum to somewhere else because of threats on people's lives. Where did it move to?
The LA Sports Arena.
Yep. See, that was too easy. You live there. I don't know.
All right. Well, you're not going to get this one because you told me. I'm going to give you a hint. It happened after WrestleMania 20.
Fuck.
Should I even ask it?
Yeah, ask it.
The ECW World Title. Now, you can still tie it up if you get this. The ECW World Title was only on the line for one WrestleMania. Which one was it, and who fought?
All right. I'm going to guess Tommy Dreamer wasn't on that.
No, sir. You're going to hate who it was.
Yeah, I bet I would. Shane McMahon? No.
Nope, not Shane McMahon.
I think, again, I lose. I'd have no fucking clue.
Are you sure, sir?
Yeah. Let me give you my best bet.
I'll give you one of the participants.
All right.
Do you want me to give you one of the participants?
Yeah, definitely.
One of the participants was Kane.
Oh, well, I just want to throw this in the trash. I don't even want to hear about it. Oh, Jesus. I don't know. Kane versus Raven?
Sir. I look forward to having the second part of my WrestleMania anthology on my bookshelf. Kane versus the man himself, Chavo Guerrero.
That's an ECW. That's a fucking disgrace. You bring that question into this arena, that's a fucking disgrace. Whatever. Yeah.
The reason I asked that question and saved it for last is because I knew you were going to get all bent out of shape.
So bent out of shape. ECW got manipulated to the point of like no return before it was just killed.
Yeah, they fucked
Vince
up all the guys
McMahon.
too, especially when like Raven and Rhino and Taz.
Vince
and all those
McMahon
awesome
was
guys.
the ECW champion, and he had a bandana on. Like that's the thing that happened.
That's right.
That's the ECW that I saw in New Hampshire, and like high five the wrestlers out in the parking lot. Like what the fuck?
I believe Jack Swagger was ECW champion for a period of time.
Well, that belt is the equivalent of horseshit.
I believe that Christian is a 2-time champion.
I
believe Mark Henry was once a champion.
I actually have respect for the Edge and Christian team. They put on probably the TLC matches in 17 and 18.
That first triple ladder match,
No,
I think
the
it was
second
like a
one was
No Mercy
better.
or something, was awesome.
Second one was better.
This TLC match was amazing too.
The best bumps ever. Like they just fucking killed it.
That first one, you had no idea what was going to happen. You didn't know, it was awesome. Good stuff. The Dudleys, man, that's another underrated team, well, especially when they came over.
They're the best. That's what brought it on. Like the Dudleys came over and it was like, okay, so we've been working with these guys who are from Mexico and who can, like we're these fat fucking dudes and our moves are so good, like because we have to be able to work with these like luchadors, you know what I mean? Like we have to, like, in ECW, like we have to be able to be the tag team champions and beat all these teams. So like even 3D, like Bubba Ray gives I don't know, one of the Hardy Boys a 3D off the top of the ladder in one of those WrestleManias, and it's just like it's probably the best move that happens. Like they're 30 feet up on a ladder and he just
wasn't there
takes him
one
down.
I forget which match it was, but Jeff Hardy was like hanging from the rope, like holding the belt or whatever, and Edge like spears him off the ladder.
I mean, like that shit's so good. Yeah, both of those WrestleManias 2 years in a row, like with those teams, they were so good. And I mean, like Edge and Christian, I kind of fell off. Like I don't quite get the whole idea of like Edge being a Hall of Fame guy, like he is, but like I don't know.
Well, that's because you never watched any WrestleMania after 20.
Yeah, I really didn't. Not
they started riding the
I don't even think I watched 20.
What's that?
I don't even think I watched 20.
No, I asked you a few questions from 20 and you blew them both.
You just want to keep talking like that.
Well, a very spirited trivia game again this year, Evan Weber. Close game
absolutely.
too, my friend. Close.
Maybe if I looped in a little bit about the Texas tornado, Kerry Von Erich, maybe that might have done me in. Maybe that might have done me out.
3 off.
I do my best when I have the ability to do what I do.
All right. Well, I think maybe next year we should make a stipulation that we have to keep it WrestleMania X8 or before.
Because I really don't have time for anything beyond that.
You know, it'd actually be a good idea next year if we broke it up into eras. Instead of having the Brooklyn Brawler Jabroni round 1, the Scott Hall barely clinging to a Razor's Edge round 2, the Mr. Perfect honorary Intercontinental title mid-card peak round 3, the Macho Man Randy Savage Cocaine Heart Attack round 4, and the Stone Cold Hulkamania Undertaker HBK Supreme Iron Sheik Class Bubba final round. Damn it, I fucked that one up. You could break it into like the first round would be WrestleManias 1 through 5. The second one would be, or so on and so forth.
It's probably a good idea for me for the first time in 3 years to maybe, step back and do some real research beyond the WrestleMania 20 years, because you try to button hook me. You consecutively have tried to button hook me with questions that are WrestleMania 20 through 28 when I literally have no fucking idea. If we subtract the losses from the shit that you threw at me, from the fucking feces that you flung at me from WrestleMania 20 to 28, then I think we'd be more close to even keel. But yeah, I'm not here to fucking make that claim. I'm not here to make that fucking case.
Hey, bro.
Bruh.
Hey, bro.
Bruh.
Bruh. G.I. Bruh. G.I. Bro. Wizard of Bros.
G.I. Bro. Namath Kid.
Curtis Broseph.
Curtis Broseph.
All right. Well, you want to talk about this year's WrestleMania, Weber?
Yeah, sure. So, I'm excited to watch this year's WrestleMania because I'm about to acquire a 60-inch TV. I want to get WrestleMania 29 because I get a fucking diesel TV and I want to watch some shit. I want to watch The Rock do a rock bottom on fucking John Cena, whoever the fuck that clown is, and I want to watch The Undertaker beat CM Punk, and I don't give a fuck. I want to have a party so I can invite my friends over and give my girlfriend a fucking sideways reason as to why I should have my friends over on a Sunday night, because the real reason is I want to drink and be a fucking asshole, but the real shield reason could be, hey, we're having a WrestleMania party. I give a flying fuck about WrestleMania in 2013, because the real fucking part of it is I would rather not. God, even fucking help me, would I rather not pay $60 to see a bunch of fucking assholes roll around in a fucking ring. So there it is.
I guess that you could say the same thing about this podcast right here, huh?
Yeah, you could fucking double up on the podcast.
I think pretty much you find the excuses to drink after the age of 27.
There was a funny age of 27. There's a funny Onion
just
article.
Look for reasons to drink.
The funny Onion article that my coworker forwarded to me today that was make sure you pursue your passions every night and weekend when you're too exhausted to do anything. It's just so funny.
Did you see that Onion article by any chance about how cute it is that the residents of Boston hustle and bustle around like they live in an actual city?
Yeah, that was so good. I think you sent that to me.
Funny.
I really feel like they mean something.
Like walking around like they have quote unquote important meetings to go to. It reminded me of it sounded like Dad Boner wrote that article.
Yeah, that was good. That was so good.
See, excited. So, all right. You know how last year you said that if John Cena loses, I could fly to Boston and stab you in the neck with a knife, and he lost. I'm gonna triple you up. If John Cena, The Undertaker, and Triple H, if any of them lose, you can fly to Los Angeles and stab me in the neck with a knife.
Hey, and I will do that too. But the thing is, neither of us want to stab each other, so we're in this together. I would say though, no, that's a good point though. Don't make fun of me. Don't make fun of me. Don't you ever. The podcast ended a while back.
I know it did.
Awesome.
Right now, all I want to do is smoke a cigarette, like a Marlboro Heavy, and just fucking vacuum cocaine.
Can't wait to smoke a Marlboro Red Heavy and vacuum cocaine.
Please do it. I had a pack of 6, but then now I don't know where they are now. Fuck, who knows?
Let's smoke some weed, bruh.
Bruh.
Yeah, bruh. Seriously, bruh. So you're gonna order WrestleMania 9, dude?
Yeah, man. I owe you, Shane. WrestleMania is 11 through 20, the second year in a row that I've lost this contest. I would be so upset.
Don't mess up the DVDs again this time, man. They were all sticky and gross last time.
I would be so upset if I didn't have a real easy way to burn and copy and love your DVDs.
All right, bro.
Man, that's it.
Let's come back next week, huh?
Yeah, let's do it. WrestleMania.
We got some shit to talk, some hot takes.
Don't be a cunt. That's the way you have to live. Bye.
Right. One love to Groupon and ESPN.
Thanks, Groupon and ESPN. You're literally the worst companies on the fucking planet. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and throw up blood out of my penis and my mouth.
That sounds awesome.
All right.
You feel better.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Soy Fiesta. Who do you think you are? You absolutely suck. Shut the fuck up, Donnie.